Well, g'day Harbour Youth, this is Tom Batty here. Today we've got a couple of guests in. We have
Nate
and Caleb. And today we're chatting about Melchizedek. We're continuing our look at Hebrews chapter 6 and 7 today. And I'm just going to read out the last verse of chapter 6. It says, Jesus has become a high priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. The question we're asking today is what the Melchizedek? Make sense? So, can I ask you fellas, you guys are grown up in Christian families.
Yeah.
What have you known about Melchizedek prior to today?
That starts with M.
Yeah, cool, yeah. And
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Okay, do you know when he first turns up in the Bible? Okay, Genesis 14, Abraham's walking along and Melchizedek does this like drive-by blessing, okay? So Abraham's just walking through and then Melchizedek turns up, blesses him, and then says, oh, by the way, can I have a tenth of all your stuff? And then Abraham gives Melchizedek a tenth of all the stuff. And so he kind of operates in
that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's the weird question. Why? Okay? Because then after that, Melchizedek doesn't get mentioned for like the rest of the Bible, basically. He turns up in... Yeah, except in Hebrews chapter 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. He turns up in Psalm 110, but nothing at all before then, okay? What do you guys know much about the tribe of Levi?
Isn't it like the sons, one of the sons of Jacob, his name was Levi, and he was the one that started it. Yeah. Because like all the 12 sons like sprouted and made their own tribes.
And what did the tribe of Levi do? What was their special role?
They were the priests and the teachers of the law.
They're the priests. Okay. Was Jesus a priest? Did he pay for... did he make a sacrifice for sins?
Yes.
Is that something a priest does?
No.
Yes.
No, they don't sacrifice anything. They, like, the sheep, they don't, like, a sacrifice, you have to give something. You have to lose something, but the priests don't lose anything. They get like paid just to kill animals.
Yeah, okay, but they do the work of it. It's true they're not sacrificing something. The people have done the sacrificing because they donate the animals, but they're the ones that do the work of going between God and between man. Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to say is Jesus was a priest as well. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Have you heard that idea that Jesus is a priest?
Yeah.
So here's the tricky thing. The only people that were allowed to be priests were Levites.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
That's what it says in
Just
Leviticus.
what the law was.
Yeah, just for fun. God said that. Now, was Jesus a Levite?
Nope.
No.
What tribe did Jesus come
Wasn't
from?
he Benjamin?
Benjamin, I think, is the tribe next door to this one.
Joseph.
Close. Judah. Starts with a J.
Why Judah?
It just was. Well, basically because King David was from the line of Judah. Okay. So.
But I thought the Benjamites were like the special ones.
They're special in that they're small and that they've got a name that still gets used today. But yeah. Anyway, King David was from the line of Judah, and so Jesus is the line of Judah. Okay. And so, is a person from Judah allowed to be a priest?
No.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at. Does that make sense? So, according to the law, there is no precedent for Jesus to be a priest. Therefore, the sins that Jesus is meant to have paid for you are not actually paid, and you are not forgiven.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Because Jesus was not a Levite.
But he's like honorary, because God led him.
Yeah, so that's the tricky thing. Does God change the rules?
Well, he can if he wants to. It's his rules.
Yeah, but does he? It's true that he can if he wants to, but does he?
I don't know.
We don't know when or God.
The answer is no. It seems like in the Bible, as it's presented, God is incredibly consistent.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't ever change the rules. So, what if... So Jesus wasn't a priest, but he functioned as a priest, and so the only way that he could do that properly is if there's legal precedent set. Now, Nate, your mum's a lawyer. Do you know what legal precedent means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Isn't it like when you let someone do something, like the government lets someone... It's like a warrant, isn't it?
Kind of. It means that something like this has happened before, and so because of that basis, we can now do it today. So the question that we're asking is, was there ever a Levite, or was there ever a priest who functioned as a priest before the Levites? And the answer is...
Yes.
And his name was?
That guy.
Melchizedek.
Melchizedek, the cheese dexter, right? And so, because Jesus is like Melchizedek, he's a priest in the order of Melchizedek, he's able to be a priest who offers sacrifice for sins legally.
So is that the only reason that Melchizedek is in the Bible?
Well, kind of. He provides legal precedent so that your sins can be forgiven. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right, let's chat more about it at Youth on Friday. Catch you later.